Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the LA Chargers.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, the stage is set for our final Thursday night game of the year between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always. Our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Pressure comes as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Off play action. Goodman. He finds his man. Complete. It's Crawford. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And it's a fumble. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We worked a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now this throw caught left side.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from the defender.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
12 more yards there and another first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The slot man in motion right.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 more.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second and 9 now.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W. Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
To throw on third down, Goodman. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
No, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your...
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. 33 yards that time. On play action, they'll throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The Eagles at 10-4 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
A very solid gain of 27.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On third down, Goodman. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Goodman.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He hits Adams, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now back to throw. And Walker has it.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the
Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we're into the final 3 weeks of the NFL season. A lot of races going to be coming right down to the wire. Before we get it back to you guys, let's check out what we have coming up this weekend on the Week 16 NFL slate. In the early window, lots of good matchups to choose from. We'll highlight the game in Detroit. A big one for the Lions, as that promises to be a tight one. Then later, they'll let the humidity die down just a bit in Jacksonville. A late start, where it'll be the Jaguars taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but now to go on offense to begin this third quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure Their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Left side here, caught by Clay. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And a good-looking run there. It's going to take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2nd and 2. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Throwing to start the drive. Goodman. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Goodman. He finds his man. Complete. That's Crawford. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down. As they run left side. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun. Goodman. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Goodman. He finds his man, complete. That's Crawford. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goodman.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now a 2nd down and 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Looking to throw. Goodman.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On the counter, it's Walker.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
So the Chargers now down by 16, 2:15 remaining.
They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Goodman. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Goodman firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. Goodman, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Crawford.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On 1st and 10, Goodman. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. First down now, but that clock rolling. Operating from the gun. Goodman. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Going up top. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
that means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Back to Walker on first down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
And going right back to Walker.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. And the offense is going to get this ball back. So no turnover at the final gun. And this game is over.
So Philadelphia. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense.